Welcome to this tapping session on releasing the pressure to get your clients' results. Believe it or not, it's not actually your job to get your clients' results. Yeah, no, it is your job to bring your full self to the table and all of the value that you have inside. What your client does with that is on them. That's not on you. Okay, we're going to tap on this today if you're feeling a little jumbled up inside about what you bring to the table versus what your client receives in return. And before we get started, I just want to say thank you to @Priya Sangwan 2999 for requesting this topic. Now, Priya let me know that she wants to double her rates for her clients, but she feels weird about doing that because there's this pressure that she feels like she has to get the results for them. So before we dive into our tapping session today, I just want to share a quick resource. It's my free Price Point Magic masterclass that you can get by clicking the link underneath this video. And that's going to help you get in touch with what I call your true value so that you really understand what you're bringing to the table on a very deep level. I'll also share my team method, TEEM, to help you figure out what your best price point is. We'll talk about buying and selling and why you shouldn't feel sleazy or slimy ever about sharing what it is that you do with folks and asking for money in return. And of course, there's some tapping in there as well. So the class is 45 minutes long. Again, it's free and you can get it at the link in the description beneath this video. Okay, let's dive into this tapping session. So tune into the resistance that you feel when you think about raising your rates, when you think about the responsibility that you have put on your shoulders to get your clients a specific result. How heavy does that feel? Where do you feel that in your body? Do you feel it in your chest, in your head, in your shoulders? Where does that land for you physically? So just notice, and we are going to dive right in. Even though there's all this pressure I'm putting on myself to get my clients a specific result, and it's keeping me from just having fun and being free in my client sessions. And it's keeping me from charging more money and receiving more for the value that I offer. And there's a part of me that doesn't want to let this pressure go. Maybe because I'm not sure I'm worthy of more. Because I'm not entirely certain of the value that I offer. And maybe I don't want to let this pressure go because it's too scary to let my clients just fend for themselves. I mean, what if they don't pony up? What will they think? Safer to hold on to this pressure so that I don't have to change. And I want to get to the bottom of this. And I want to love, honor, and acknowledge all of my parts, especially the ones that are afraid to let go of this pressure, and the ones that think that their clients' results are their responsibility. I want to send some extra love to those parts. I want to thank them for showing up today and trying to keep me safe in the only way that they know how. Okay, shake out your hands, take a deep breath. All this pressure I'm putting on myself, My clients are my responsibility. I should be able to get them results. No, I shouldn't. Yes, I definitely should. Everyone I work with should get the result that I offer. Otherwise, I suck at being a coach. Is that true? Um, what coach out there bats 1,000 and gets everyone the result that they're looking for? Where's the weight loss coach that helps every single person they've ever worked with get to their ideal healthy weight? Mm, where's the money coach who's gotten everyone out of debt and helped them create a year's worth of living expenses in their savings account? Or bought a home? Mm, where's the relationship coach who has literally helped every single one of their clients get married in the perfect partnership? Mm, probably doesn't exist. Definitely doesn't exist. Some people get results. Some people make progress. And some people quit. That's not on you, the coach. That's not on me, the coach. That's on the client. Because I can't make anyone else do the work. That's not my job. Controlling other people is not my job. Making people think differently is not my job. And getting people results is certainly not my job. It's not even within my power. Even if I wanted to do that, I couldn't do it. And what a relief. What a weight off. Because if it's not my job to get the client results, what is my job? My job is to show up fully, to bring 100% presence to every call I have with someone, to bring my fucking A game, my skills, my tools, my life experience, my stories. Those are all the things that help people change. And it's my job to bring those things to every client relationship that I have. And once I've done that, well, then the ball's out of my court. Ball's on the other side. The client's got to hit that ball back. Because the coaching relationship isn't just about the coach. It's not just about me bringing my A game. It's about both people bringing their A game. Both people showing up at 100. And that is the sweet spot. That's when it's fun. When we are both bringing our best to the table. When I am a committed coach and I'm working with a committed client. because that scenario offers the best chance for someone getting their results. And that's what's required for someone to get results. But it's not my job to make anything happen for someone else. I'm not God, I'm not the universe, and I ain't Santa Claus. You want results? You got to show up and do the work. And as long as I'm showing up at 100, I have done my part. I have brought my value to the table. And I have given my client the absolute best chance at success. Letting go of any remaining pressure, any old stories that told me it's my job to get someone else's results. And tapping into, I'm a great fucking coach when I show up at 100 and bring my best. That is the value that I offer. And that is worth every penny that I charge. Tapping into that truth that I am worth it in every cell of my body right now. Okay, shake out your hands, take a deep breath. Tune back into your energy. Notice if anything has shifted or changed, if any memories, emotions, or thoughts have come up, any insights or ahas or curiosities. It is not your job to get anybody else any results of any kind. You know, I remember when Oprah used to talk about working with Bob Greene, her trainer. It was not Bob Greene's job to help Oprah lose weight and get in shape. It was Oprah's job every step of the way. She's the one who had to get out of bed, who had to go to the gym, who had to do what Bob told her to do. Bob can't get Oprah results any more than you can get your client results, right? They have to show up for themselves and they have to want it. They have to want it deep down. And there are ways that you can make sure that you're working with the right client, the client who's ready, the client who wants it, the client who is craving that transformation. And so there are things that you can do so that you up the odds of helping that specific client get the results that they're looking for. But it ain't your job ever to get anybody else a result. It's only your job to show up at 100. Bring your best to the table and know that you have done your job and you have brought the value that you have promised. I hope this tapping session was helpful. Thank you so much for tapping with me. Leave any takeaways, questions, or comments beneath this video. And if this was helpful for you, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel for more, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.